Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, book doesn't give you that. However, it mentions certain things. For instance, there are certain, yeah. For instance, serialization. Uh, what I was expecting was this like I don't know this uh, examples of this matrix. It's like you see this multi-dimensional like square looking this compiler output. However, it's actually not. No. Book perfectly, in my opinion, rejects this going deeper like option, and then this is scientific, maybe professional. However, it's not my field. So also, I learned what UUID stands for. That was very illuminating for me. Yeah. Yes. Also, there's design patterns. In my opinion, well, yes. And there's uh, if you want, you can read boost.swap, and then rest, in my opinion, is not your favorite beverage if you drink it with cup. So, what should you do? Well, before I get to my like plus session, so to speak, in my opinion, first of all, get certain programming course. It can be with video, however, don't do it like I did. And then, mine was, I think, 45 plus hours or 60 plus hours. I have no idea. Well, if you want it to be like, you don't have any financial concerns or whatever, just get it like 10 plus. More than 13 hours, you're up for some like failure in percentage increase. That's all I can say. Get a course first, then get used to this concept. However, don't try to code. There is video that's 20 minutes. When you try and code, that video 200 hours. If you want to work, let's design this web page with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Sure. 5 hours section, 3 weeks total, and then you just copied someone else's work. If you want that, sure, go ahead. However, yes, get some programming course, make it like 10 plus hours, and then, in my opinion, introduce yourself. Try to program this basic things, such as try to draw like basic triangle like with your code. It seems easy. However, if you want to do it by yourself, it's good, like 3 hours exercise. If you want to make it 5. However, don't watch like your streaming platform while in that 5 hour period. I have no idea. And then we'll get acquainted with terminology. Also, then get acquainted with thinking, because programming is basically logic. Logic, you should be very careful, because you're basically dealing with machines that are capable of, like, they're running on basic 0, 1, and then today they're telling you what to do. So be really careful about knowing when to research a subject, also knowing when to skip a subject, which means, certain section talks about certain subject, skip it. Yes, certain terminology might be intimidating, go for it. However, certain stuff, like, leaves you speechless, don't bother. And then, well, in my opinion, well, get some sort of a book that is, well, related with your well, programming, well, field. It's like, do you want to focus on JavaScript? Well, go read JavaScript book. Because, well, programming languages have their use, and then, well, their use are, well, function based. Function based as in, like, there are certain languages made for certain, well, things. I mean, if you want to, like, do this computer science, well, PhD, then I'm terribly sorry, C# or Java. You don't have any alternate. And then, well, if you want, you can, like, listen programmer coffee break talk, like, it's actually dread. It's like, Java is dead, C# will be undone. Well, C++ doesn't exist. It will be JavaScript. Why? There is TypeScript. It was like that 5 years ago. Don't care. It's like everything has use, and then, well, you should be focusing on it. Well, so in my opinion, well, C++, you should stay away. If you want this, well, formal approach, go with C#. However, it doesn't seem like, it seems cheap. However, C# matches, well, with your, well, basic gaming PC investment in terms of this, well, run cost. And yeah. If you want to go to this web development path, well, JavaScript, and then, well, you should be learning mathematics, in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, stay away from C++ unless you know what you're doing, and then, well, you should not be learning C, because, well, C is there so that you don't need to learn or know C. You can go with C# or C++. In terms of game development, if you want to program, or if you want to, like, work on game development in some way, in my opinion, there are C# and C++. For instance, there is something called Godot. It's basically your C#. Also, it's basically your Unity. However, we don't speak about it. Whatever. None of your concern.